Hi, Sandy here, and I am going to chat today about a subject that I'm sure is important to all of you, probably a little more so to seniors, and that is going to the bathroom on the Camino. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I try to provide practical, useful information for seniors and first-time walkers to make your Camino as wonderful as possible. So if this is a topic that interests you, and I'm sure it will, it doesn't get as much attention as it should. So stay tuned and I will share my insights. Walking the Camino is a privilege. It is basically, to me, one giant nature preserve, and it is really important for everyone that is walking it to take care of it. It's our duty. So again, here are my thoughts based on my walks. Take it as you will. I'm hopeful that it gives you some insights. So the easy part is if you're staying in an albergue or a hotel or you find a cafe. That's where you go to the bathroom. A couple of things though. When you are using the facility, it is usually respectful to try to buy something, something to drink or something small. Bathrooms cost money to maintain, so it is an appropriate gesture to buy something small if you are going to use the facilities. I did find in the last 100 kilometers on the Camino Francis that a lot of places wouldn't even give you the code or a key or let you use it unless you bought something, and that's because there's a lot of people walking in that section. In addition to that, it kind of goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Don't take the toilet paper from the bathroom. It costs money for the proprietor, and you don't want to leave it empty for the next person. So that's not cool. Okay, number two. No, not that number two. If you have to go on the trail, and let's face it, when you are getting older, you sometimes can't hold it as long as you used to. So, men and women, what is important to do is to pack the appropriate items in your day pack or your big backpack. And that is a doggy bag or a baggie that you use for cleaning up after dogs, sanitary wipes, toilet paper, and a small trowel, and I'll get to that in a minute. So if you're a man and you have to go pee, that's pretty easy. You do your business. If you're a woman and you have to go pee, I think what's really important is that you take the toilet paper with you. So you basically bring the baggie or the brown paper bag I mentioned. You take your toilet paper, put it in the bag, take it with you, and when you get to a town, you drop it off in the garbage. Now, if you have to go number two, a little bit more complicated, but I operate, and I think my personal bias, everyone should operate on the basis of zero footprint. What does that mean? Well, that means you left it how you found it, which ideally is pristine. So if you have to go number two on the trail, a couple of options. Number one, the zero footprint option is you do your business, you use your trowel that I mentioned, your small little shovel, you pick it up, you put it in the plastic bag or the paper bag, you take your toilet paper, you wrap it up, you take it with you, and you use those hand sanitizers to clean up after yourself, and you're good to go. But I'm also a realist, and looking at the state of the Camino, a lot of people just don't do that. So I'm not suggesting that this is the way to go, but if you have to, you take the trowel and you dig a small hole. You go to the bathroom in the hole and you cover it up, and if you want, I've seen some people actually burn the toilet paper in the hole before they cover it up, but basically you cover it up so there's no trace of you being there. It's not, in my opinion, the zero footprint, but it's certainly better than the third option, which I don't think is appropriate in any way, shape, or form, and that is to do your business and leave it out there for the rest of the world to see. So after you do your stuff, you pack it up, you wash your hands, and you're good to go. And I think that if you do that, you'll benefit everyone that walks the Camino. Okay, and just a couple of side items on going to the bathroom. So my partner's pretty shy, so what we would do is I would play lookout. So on a stretch where, it was going down and there was a curve, we would pick a place around the curve and I would play lookout so that she could do her business in private. So that's something that you may want to do. You kind of get used to it after a while. Instead of just hopping off the trail, we went for something more private, and then again, we took our business with us. Secondly, for women, there are a number of products out there. I think it's called We Pee or She Pee, which allows women to pee like a man. My wife used it. She didn't find it that helpful, but you can look on Amazon or any other online portals for this type of product, and it may be just the thing that you're looking for. Lastly, I just want to close with this, which is I consider the Camino like a national park of Spain. It is our duty to preserve it and leave it in the way that we found it. It is a privilege to walk, and I think if we all do our part, it will remain a beautiful park. Now you will see when you're walking, there are lots and lots of signs of toilet paper because people were too lazy or inconsiderate to take their business with them. It only takes a second or two. So please, take your business with you and leave the park the way you found it. I hope this video helps. If so, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I have another series of videos coming up, and I am starting to read from my diary, so you may find that of interest as well. Buen Camino.